Welcome Libra to your in-depth weekly forecast for week commencing the 29th of April for the Ascendant, the Sun or the Moon. On the screen now I'm showing the event chart right at the start of the week, which gives us a flavour of what you can expect. Now first of all, we need to be mindful of your ruler Venus, and she's coming to the end of her journey through your sector of relating, but she brings some complexity this week because being so late in Aries, she's therefore in a square with Pluto as we start the week. Later on Monday, she moves into your 8th house. Now, if you have been having a connection with somebody and it's going well, this could be the point that you go from the pleasantries to something much more meaningful. You can also get a lot more intense and sensual if that is part of the attraction. But conversely, Pluto squaring with Venus does suggest at the start of this week that there could be some politics, and it may be around a family relationship. And despite your best efforts to try to be even-handed, fair, polite, diplomatic, someone may still stubbornly be using some kind of leverage in order to essentially get their way or not be inclusive to your viewpoint. And that can really, really be tough. However, the Sun at the start of this week retains its location in your sector of transformation, which is where Venus moves. And this, in a more practical way, is also about long-term finance, shared resources, can be to do with investment, property and business. And you can see the Sun is very close to the part of fortune. So having Venus moving into the 8th house and into its second home sign after yours of Taurus suggests you could have some kind of dividend or uptick around your finances over the next 2 or 3 weeks. Now, the moon is in your 4th house, and of course the 4th house is an area that you've got very familiar with Pluto's support or perhaps attrition in recent years, but that's actually forging a very positive angle to the Sun and the part of fortune. So if you are discussing a property matter, I actually feel that that can go well for you. Now, in terms of Mars is making the switch from Pisces, where it's been sluggish, into your opposite sign, replacing Venus. And this is a great aspect for you because it links very dynamically to Pluto for the first time in over 200 years. Of course, the sign of Aries is ruled by Mars, so Mars is coming home. And it's true in a natal chart, if someone has Mars in the 7th house, they can be quite firm about their side of a discussion or their needs. But I feel for you, this is a good counterbalance to Venus's tangle with Pluto. And what Pluto's saying is, look, the 5th house for you is where you can be really passionate, enthusiastic, and showcase what the talents and personality you have. So having Mars there as well, if there is someone that's really making your pulse race and you've not been quite sure what to do, this is very much an aspect of action, determination and willpower. And even if you are a little bit shy or reserved or fearful of a knockback, I think there is a chance you will make a move forwards. And it could be around a business matter. It could be around someone that you're attracted to. It doesn't have to be, however, only to do with a relationship matter. So Mars moving out of your 6th house, where over the last few days it has been affected by Neptune. Your physical vitality may have been a bit lower. By Tuesday, when Mars moves into Aries, you're really going to feel the fire that brings, and that's a great link with Pluto. Now, ironically, Pluto does go retrograde on Thursday, and it will be in your 5th house through to the start of September, when it inverses back into Capricorn for one last time. What will this mean? I think it's essentially Pluto going retrograde in your 5th house is asking you to dig deep, to quarry deep into what makes you special. You know, you're very talented at tuning into other people, understanding other people's needs, even presenting yourself in a way that other people are drawn to. But sometimes it's more difficult for you to really feel that you're manifesting or benefiting from your raw gifts. And I think that retrograde just asks you to dig down deeper and you can still exact more from yourself through to the start of September. It's been a pleasure being with you, Libra. I hope you have a great week, but if you've yet to subscribe, please help my channel and do so now.